Hey guys, it's your boy once again. So today we're going to be talking about, I think the subject I'm going to talk about right now is about stress. I think increasingly with social media rising and also, apart from having work and other variety of hobbies or maybe you're going to school, I think the increasing amount of stress is accumulating little but surely. So I'm going to talk about some things that I do personally that helps me out, calm down my stress levels. Some things can be as little as taking naps in session, maybe going a little bit of cold turkey on social media. I don't. I mean, I'm on like social media 24/7, but that's my opinion. That's my decision, whether it's bad, good or bad. Call it my cigarettes. Call it my modern cigarettes. What else do I do? I try to like avoid eating like greasy ass food because I notice that whenever I eat greasy ass food, that also like gets me stressed out. Something that I would do, well, I mean, I should be doing more often than I usually do is exercising. There's been studies where it shows that exercising helps you out with the stress levels. Um, but everyone each to their own. Everyone's different. I can't say what works for me will work for you. But one dire one I think that would most certainly help anybody is your amount of sleep. I've noticed that whenever I get a good amount of sleep, I'm more productive and I'm more aware of on my day compared to other days where if I'm like sleep deprived and only have 6 hours or even 5 hours, I'll feel on edge, and that can interrupt you even through like emotionally processing things, and it's important to get your sleep. So apart from that, I just think that even now, as even if we do live in a first world, what can we possibly stress about? And even though we have that, I just feel like all of us in our own ways are facing our own like capacitator or whatever it is that makes us feel stressed out. I remember there was a moment in my life where I was working 60. I make it sound like it's something like drastic or like not normal, but I was working 60 hours and I'm part of that. I had school part time, and I just felt like breaking down. I didn't have no leisure time whatsoever. I mean, the leisure time that I did have was literally dedicated towards sleep and taking naps. So I think in some ways, there's an extreme to everything, and you're eventually gonna burn out. So I wouldn't recommend you going that total like head-on strong direction. I think a healthy moderation of what you do in your life will help you out in the long run. So you don't have to do work like 60 hours, but I mean like right now I'm working like 15. I'm working part time, and I'm also full time student, so I like to balance things out because I like to have these intersections of like me doing things that I want to do. And it's all about and goes back to the individual. Some people are more prone to stress while some people are less prone to stress. I think the more you align towards the neuroticism, the more you have to regulate your stress levels. So you have to take that in account. Some people are just able to cope more with stress. I can't. I mean, like I'm more of a I have to really stay in check on how I'm doing throughout the day, or else I'll flip my shit. So each to their own, and it has to do with consistency, your diet, exercise, sleep, you know, and if you're gonna look at social media, I mean, what I like to do personally, I like to get like uplifting, motivating pages. I've stopped following vanity as much, like like influencers or models. Like I stopped doing that because personally, to me, I didn't feel like it was being productive. Like I was just feeding that vicious vanity that's already there on social media. So I'm more selective on what I follow. Sure, there might be a couple pretty young things that I just go like, oh, I have to follow her. But despite that, I'm more limiting on towards what I feed myself on the social media content. Find pages that you like and that that are lifting to you, that that feeds your soul and like your desire and like ultimately your personality. So that's just my recommendation. You don't have to go cold turkey on social media because it's, and at the very end it's very like depriving of like that social factor that we all like cling on to, right? But that's my opinion. You don't have to take it. It is what it is. And it's like anything else. Too much of anything is bad for you. So it's a healthy dose of balance. That's what life is. It's about balance. You can't have too much of anything, because then now that's bad. Too much of anything is bad. So you just gotta be regulating your stress behaviors, and just like take it day by day. And I think that's about it, guys, for this episode. I just wanted to keep that in mind. And until next time. And hopefully I'll be able to stream today. All right. Peace out.